Dogs can die from bee stings. When your furry friend gets stung, panic sets in. First things first, stay calm. Check your dog's mouth and face. If you see a stinger, remove it carefully with a pair of tweezers. Don't squeeze it. That releases more venom. Next, ice is your best friend. Applying a cold pack to the area for 10 minutes reduces swelling. But here's a surprise. Don't put ice directly on the skin. Wrap it in a cloth first. Now, here's the kicker. Watch for an allergic reaction. If your dog starts drooling, vomiting, or has difficulty breathing, it's an emergency. Rushing to the vet could save your dog's life. Even if they seem fine, keep monitoring them for a few hours. Signs of distress can show up later. Next, if you have honey or baking soda at home, mix a paste with water and apply it to the sting site. Honey has natural anti-inflammatory properties. Who knew? If your dog seems extra restless or agitated, try to comfort them. A calm voice and gentle petting can help soothe them back down. But here's the real shocker. Even if your dog has been stung before without issue, they can still develop allergies over time. Aftercare is crucial. Keep them away from bees and wasps for a while. A leash during walks can help. Finally, a surprising fact. Certain breeds are more susceptible to severe reactions. Small breeds often react worse due to their size. Remember, being prepared means being aware. Know what to do, and you'll keep your furry friend safe. Dogs have a secret language we barely understand. Their body language can tell us more than words ever could. Dogs communicate using a complex system of signals. Every bark, wag, and whine has a meaning. For example, did you know that a wagging tail doesn't always mean a happy dog? A slow wag can indicate uncertainty or even fear. Now, here's a surprising fact. Dogs can read human emotions. They pick up on our facial expressions and body language. When you smile, they feel it. When you're sad, they know it too. This emotional connection is mind-blowing. But let's dive deeper. When a dog raises its hackles, it's not just about being aggressive. This can signal excitement or anxiety. Context is everything. A dog doesn't just bark for fun. Each bark has a different tone and pitch. A high-pitched bark means excitement, while a low growl can mean they're feeling threatened. Ever noticed how dogs tilt their heads? This adorable gesture shows they're trying to understand you better. They're literally tuning into your voice. Here's a key moment. Dogs use their eyes to communicate. Direct eye contact can show confidence, while avoiding eye contact can indicate submission or fear. Every play bow is an invitation to have fun. It's their way of saying, let's play. With a wagging tail, a dog can express a dozen emotions. But watch out, a tail between the legs? That signals fear or submission. Finally, dogs can even use their noses to communicate. They sniff to gather information about other dogs, humans, and their environment. Understanding your dog's language isn't just fascinating, it's essential for a deeper bond. Dogs bark at nothing all the time. Dogs are full of quirks and surprises. Tail chasing, for instance, isn't just cute. It's a natural instinct. It's like their built-in entertainment system. Most dogs do this when they're bored or have excess energy. Sometimes they'll stare at you with those big puppy eyes and you think, what do you want? They can actually sense your emotions. Studies show dogs pick up on human moods through body language and tone. This means they can get stressed out just because you are. Have you seen a dog spin in circles before lying down? This isn't just a funny move, it's a deep-rooted instinct from their wild ancestors. They would circle to flatten grass for a cozy sleeping spot. Then there's the infamous zoomies. You know those wild runs around the house? That's just them releasing pent-up energy. It's their version of a dance party. And why do they roll in stinky stuff? It's not just disgusting. It's a form of communication. They grab scents from their environment to mask their own smell. Who knew dogs were such savvy socialites? Now here's a jaw-dropper. Dogs can actually smell your feelings. They detect your scent when you're happy or sad. That's why they cuddle up when you're down. On top of that, some dogs have a unique talking style. They mimic human sounds. It's like they want to join the conversation. Finally, let's not forget their odd obsession with routine. Dogs thrive on predictability, a sudden change. They might feel anxious. Dogs are brilliant, quirky companions, each with their little weirdness. Embrace their uniqueness. It's what makes them our best friends. Dogs can see colors humans can't. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, but their vision is equally fascinating. Unlike us, they have a unique ability to perceive ultraviolet light. While humans see a spectrum from red to violet, dogs can see into the ultraviolet range. This means they can detect patterns and markings on flowers that are invisible to our eyes. Imagine a world where everything looks different. While we see a dull patch of grass, dogs see vibrant patterns that guide them. This ability helps them spot urine trails or even the subtle hints left by other animals. But that's not all. In low light, dogs' eyes shine. They have a layer called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light back through the retina. This enhances their night vision, making them night hunters. Now, here's a surprising insight. Their limited color vision is a trade-off. They see fewer colors than we do, mainly shades of blue and yellow, but their ability to see UV light compensates for this. The implications? Dogs are natural trackers. Their vision helps them find their way in the dark and spot things we can't even fathom. When you take your dog for a walk, they're not just sniffing around, they're exploring a vibrant world. Every tree, every patch of grass tells a story that we'll never fully understand. Now consider this. Some flowers have UV markings to attract dogs, not humans. That's right. These markings guide them to food sources, an evolutionary advantage for survival. So next time you're out with your furry friend, remember, they see a world rich in detail and colors we can't even imagine. Dogs can convey feelings just with their eyes. Their expressive gaze is a powerful tool. When your pup looks at you, it's not just a stare. It's communication. Dogs are social creatures. Their ancestors lived in packs, relying heavily on visual signals. This bond with humans has evolved over thousands of years. Now they use those same cues to connect with us. Ever noticed how your dog's eyes widen when they're excited? That sparkle isn't just a coincidence. It's a sign of happiness and eagerness to engage. Research shows that when dogs make eye contact with their owners, it boosts oxytocin levels, the same hormone that bonds mothers to their babies. This means those loving gazes are not just sweet, they're scientifically significant, but it gets deeper. Dogs have a unique way of using their eyes to communicate needs. A slight squint can mean they want to calm you down, while a hard stare might signal they need space. These subtle cues are vital for understanding your pup's mood. Now here's the kicker. When dogs look at you with soft eyes, they're actually mimicking human facial expressions. They learned this to strengthen their bond with us. This ability to adapt is what makes them our best friends. Understanding these eye cues can change your relationship with your dog. The more you pay attention, the more you'll realize they have a lot to say. So next time your dog gives you that soulful look, remember, it's not just a gaze, it's a conversation. Watch for those eyes. They say more than words ever could. Dogs eat the weirdest stuff. From socks to soap, they'll try it all. You think your pup is picky? Think again. One dog ate a whole container of chocolate chip cookies. No, really, it gets crazier. In a pet talent show, a dog once scarfed down an entire pizza, crust and all, while its owner was busy performing tricks. Can you believe that? In another wild tale, a dog devoured a whole jar of peanut butter. They simply can't resist the smell. The range of their taste buds is mind-blowing. Here's the kicker. Some dogs have a talent for finding the most ridiculous snacks. One pup dug through the trash and found leftover birthday cake. And guess what? It wasn't even frosting free. It's always a surprise what they'll consider gourmet. Speaking of surprises, there's a dog that once ate a whole roll of toilet paper. Not just to bite every single sheet. They can be little vacuum cleaners when it comes to food. Just when you think it can't get any crazier, some dogs have been known to munch on grass just to throw up moments later. That's a strange delicacy for sure. But here's the ultimate shocking moment. A dog in a viral video once ate a whole stick of butter like it was a candy bar. The owner couldn't stop laughing and neither could we. So what's the weirdest thing your dog has eaten? Share your funny story. Ancient Egyptians worshipped dogs as gods. In the land of pharaohs, dogs weren't just pets. They were symbols of loyalty and protection. Picture this, a majestic temple with a golden statue of Anubis, the jackal-headed god, watching over the afterlife. That's how much these canines meant. But here's the first surprise. Not all dogs were revered. The Egyptians also had a breed called the mouse, a fierce dog often associated with hunting. They were trained to take down prey, but also to guard homes fiercely. These dogs were heroes in their own right. Now let's dig deeper. Dogs had a role in society that went beyond loyalty. They were often found in tombs buried with their owners. This was seen as a way for them to accompany their humans into the afterlife. How's that for devotion? But here's where it gets truly fascinating. The most famous dog, the one that stole the spotlight, was the Basenji. Known as the barkless dog, it was a symbol of elegance and grace in ancient Egypt. This breed hunted alongside royalty, earning its status as a noble companion. The implications were huge. Dogs helped in hunting, guarding, and even in rituals. They represented the strong bond between humans and animals. Ancient Egyptians believed that a dog's spirit could protect them in the afterlife. Here's another striking detail. Some dogs were mummified, just like their owners. They were adorned with jewelry, reflecting their importance. As we uncover this fascinating world, remember this last takeaway. Dogs in ancient Egypt were not just companions. They were revered beings considered guardians of the soul. Dogs once inspired entire poetic movements. From ancient Greece to modern times, these furry companions have shaped the words of the greatest poets. Think about it. Homer wrote about the loyalty of dogs in the Odyssey, showcasing their unwavering bond with humans. In the 19th century, the likes of John Keats found inspiration in their spirit, blending nature and emotion. A surprising number of poems depict dogs as symbols of fidelity, reflecting how deeply they connect to human experiences. Fast forward to the 20th century. Have you heard of T.S. Eliot's Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats? He turned the once simple dog into a literary icon, making us laugh and think. This was no ordinary storytelling. It was a celebration of life, love, and the quirks of our canine friends. Now let's look at the modern era. Poets like Mary Oliver capture the essence of dogs in vivid imagery and heartfelt lines. Her words, they evoke joy and melancholy, reminding us of the fleeting moments we share with them. And here's the kicker. Dogs often symbolize more than companionship. They represent loyalty, unconditional love, and even loss. This complexity is what makes them perfect subjects for poetry. Many contemporary writers dedicate verses to their pets, creating a new genre. Each poem, a testament to the adventures and memories shared with our four-legged friends. So next time you read a poem, remember this. Behind those lines may lie the spirit of a dog, capturing the heart of humanity in its purest form. These dogs were abandoned for being old. Senior dogs face a world of uncertainty when their families choose to let them go. But listen up, their stories don't end there. Meet Max, a 12-year-old golden retriever. His previous owner left him at a shelter because he couldn't keep up with the younger dogs. Heartbreaking, right? But here's the twist. Max was rescued by a loving couple who adored him for his wisdom and calm nature. Suddenly, Max found himself in a cozy home with a soft bed and endless belly rubs. His new family celebrated his golden years with daily walks and special treats. Then there's Daisy, a 15-year-old beagle. She was discovered wandering the streets, lost and scared. A kind-hearted woman took her in, showering Daisy with love. They bonded instantly. The woman realized that Daisy taught her more about love than any young pup ever could. As Daisy thrived, her new owners started sharing their journey on social media. People were blown away by how senior dogs like Daisy could bring so much joy. Now, here's the kicker. Senior dog adoptions are on the rise, proving that age is just a number. These dogs often come with a lifetime of love to give. They may be slower, but they know how to appreciate every moment. Adopting a senior dog means saving a life and gaining a loyal friend. Their stories inspire others to open their hearts and homes. So remember, every dog deserves love no matter their age. Senior dogs are treasures waiting to be discovered. Dogs can suffer heat stroke in minutes. During the summer, our furry friends are at risk, especially when temperatures soar. Dogs don't sweat like we do. They cool down through panting, but sometimes that's not enough. Imagine walking your pup on a hot day and suddenly they start to slow down. This is the first sign of trouble. Signs of heat stroke include excessive panting, drooling, and lethargy. If you notice these, act fast. Move them to a cooler place immediately. This can be a shady spot or inside your home. Now here's a surprising fact. Even a short walk can trigger heat stroke in certain breeds. Bulldogs, pugs, and other brachycephalic dogs struggle the most. Their short snouts make it harder to breathe. Once you've got them out of the heat, you need to cool them down. Use cool water, not ice cold. Ice can shock their system. Wet towels on their neck, underarms, and groin are effective. One important thing to do next, offer water, but don't force it. Let them drink at their own pace. If your dog shows signs of confusion or collapse, it's time to call the vet. Heat stroke can cause serious damage, including organ failure. Here's a key moment. Even after you think they're fine, keep an eye on them. Symptoms can linger and worsen after you think the danger has passed. Remember, prevention is key. Avoid walks during peak heat, provide plenty of shade, and never leave them in a parked car. A final shocking fact. Heat stroke can be fatal. Always prioritize your dog's safety. Stay vigilant and enjoy those summer days safely.